Happy New Year and welcome back.
Yeah, Happy New Year, everyone.
We are here to give you a recap of 2022 and then let you know where we're standing right now and then a prediction for 2023.
Yeah, let's see if we get it right this year.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Well, who knows?
So,
we'll see.
Yeah, exactly. The first part of this is all about the data, so buckle your seatbelts for some numbers here.
So we'll start off with the west side of Vancouver detached homes are down about 12% over the past 6 months, and they're down about 8% over the year.
That's right.
And then east side detached are also down 12% over the last 6 months and only down 5.2% over the year.
Yeah, and we move into townhouse side of things. Since June, west side 9.4% down in pricing. Over the year, it's 7.7% down in pricing. And then we go on to the east side of townhouse, and it's 8% down since June and only 3.7% year to year, which is
so that's
a fairly
actually
good performer on the east side.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Kind of one that surprised us a bit was the west side and east side condos have actually remained fairly flat over the past year. So those have been good investments for anyone that bought in the last year ago. And they're only down about 5% over the last 6 months.
Yeah, and flat for the year.
Yeah.
And we will say that the condo market is our biggest surprise in terms of value, decrease in value, but it's just interesting to see how the numbers work out at the end of the year. Okay, on to the current market conditions.
Yeah.
Right now, pretty typical for this time of year, there's no inventory.
Everyone has the Christmas hangover.
Yeah, that's right. No really great, I mean, there is product, but definitely not enough product.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
But there are definitely buyers that they're out there. Open houses are actually relatively busy, and I think people are wanting to buy. So when we start seeing product, I think things will be
I mean, 6 months ago, our opens would have 1 or 2 people through, and now we're seeing several people through. So that's a great indicator that the buyers are sniffing around and probably getting ready to jump back in.
I think so. And I mean, it's, well-priced, good product is selling. That's great to see.
Yeah, exactly. So far, the tempo of the market seems pretty good.
Yes.
But of course, time will tell on that one.
Yeah.
So 2 big regulation changes in the real estate world are the
3-day rescission period.
Yeah. Ban on foreign buyers. Ban on foreign buyers. Overall, to give you a big picture, is the foreign buyers tax, which was implemented several years ago now, did have a big impact on foreign buyers, and now that it's fully banned for the next 2 years to have foreign buyers purchase property, overall market, we don't see this as being a huge impact. In certain segments of the market, yes, but overall we don't see this as a negative to the market in terms of pricing going down, because those buyers aren't involved in the market at this point.
And I would say same thing with rescission period right now, because that rescission period just means that now when you write an offer, basically for the 3 days, up to 3 days after, you can get out with no questions asked for a penalty of 0.25%.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're going to see that really impact right now either, because most of the offers we're seeing come together these days have subjects on them anyways.
Yeah.
And that's really only going to make a difference when we're seeing subject-free offers.
That's right. And the rescission period was basically designed for people to not make bad decisions or decisions as spur of the moment. With subjects, you tend to have more time to think about things. So we don't see that rescission period having too much impact like we talked about, but overall, those are the 2 new regulations coming into play in 2023.
Okay, predictions for 2023.
Here we go.
Here we go. Take it away.
All right, first is interest rates. Where are they going to go and what's going to happen? So Dana and I originally had thought that December was our last interest rate hike.
Hopeful.
Yeah, we were hopeful on that, but really,
for our buyer's sake.
Yeah, I think that at the end of January, we could see another 0.25% increase. And of course, the jobs numbers are still showing as strong. Inflation is still not to a point where the Bank of Canada is seeing that as something that's going to help them reduce rates. That's for sure. Again, we're going to see probably another bump of 0.25, but then it should flatten out, and I don't anticipate rates to rise from there. I think they probably have a handle on things.
I think so too. I mean, I think that if it balances out, probably the next quarter we'll see banks getting a bit more competitive, and then hopefully we'll see a little bit of lowering and a little bit of discounting. But
well, isn't that the truth? Banks are in the business of lending money, and if people aren't borrowing it, they're going to more than likely get a bit more aggressive and start to
Yeah.
discount and get competitive in terms of their rates.
Yeah.
So I would anticipate mid-year to
Yeah.
see rates maybe down a bit.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Prediction on what we think will be a good buy this year?
Now you got to write this down.
Go for it.
All right, here we go. So there's a couple things to look at. One is building lots.
Yeah.
If you are interested in playing the long game on a building lot, there are some great opportunities right now. Because of course, builders aren't buying building lots right now because they can't predict the future of what the property will be worth when their outcome, what they're going to sell.
That'd be good for buyers, for sure.
Yeah. So, I mean, you could get into some pretty decent stuff on the east side right now, which is down a fair amount.
Yeah.
That you might want to put a little lipstick on and live in
Hold
it for
on
a
to
bit. I really honestly think there's some upside in building lots. And then the other thing which is really interesting is that since builders aren't buying lots, builders generally are buying single family lots that turn them into duplexes or townhouses. We're not seeing these builders out there buying these. So in the next year, I think we're gonna have a real shortage of townhouses and half duplexes in the new inventory category because there just isn't any new starts happening. I can see that the demand for townhouses and duplexes within a year from now will go up because there'll be a lot less inventory.
Yeah, no,
Right?
I think so too.
Some opportunity in that.
Yeah. And then I think prices for our prediction, I mean, I don't think we're gonna come down too much more. I think maybe 5%.
Yeah.
And then I think we'll balance out and just have a really balanced market. Overall, it's actually a really great market for buyers who felt a bit overwhelmed through the craze of the pandemic and all the multiple offers. I think it's a really great opportunity for those buyers now because it has come off a bit and it's definitely a more enjoyable environment for buyers to buy in.
Right.
You can actually do your due diligence and all that fun stuff after you get an accepted offer.
That's right.
And then also it's still really good for, if you're wanting to make a move, you're buying and selling, you're gonna take a bit less for your place, but you're going to also see that savings on your purchase. So
you definitely make it up in the purchase.
And again, it's a much calmer environment to be transacting in because you actually have time to do your due diligence.
It's way more enjoyable, for sure.
So there you go.
All right.
All right, thanks for joining us. If you like what you see, please
like, subscribe, and share.
Thanks.